Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. So, um, let me play this quick clip, and I think at some point with regard to the Umar drama, sometimes they say silence is golden. I know you have to defend yourself, the human nature of that, but wow, the daughter, if you're not there for your kids, and I don't care if you pay child support, but if you're not there for your kids, there has to be a physical presence. That if you're not there for your child, and then they come as an adult, and he mentioned that on a prior video, he's mentioned how this right here that is happening right now is karma. He has mentioned um he had a fear, years ago that maybe this, one of the kids could possibly come out. And so guess what? Fast forward, he spoke that into the universe, and we are here now. So his daughter is gay. She's a lesbian. And listen, with the trajectory, I'm going to say this. Choose your own, be you. I think people are just born a certain way. That's who they are. That's what I think. But I think it's best to live in our truth, like the video I did about the man who got married, by SEXUAL man. And I'm like, that's what he really wanted to be, but he couldn't because his family and the church and how he was raised. And you live in this fake pretend life of who you are, and it's not. You know, and then later on down the line, we have a home that's broken because it was built on a lie. He couldn't be himself. Now you got a woman, you're divorcing her, breaking her heart. You have a child together. Then you got your friends over here. So it's like, wow, all this could have been avoided. It could have been avoided by acceptance. We don't have to agree with each other's lives, whether you're gay or straight, short or tall. We don't have to agree. But you know what? We can at least be human and respect each other. I'm not saying you gotta wave the G.A.Y flag, okay, the Rainbow Coalition. Didn't ask you to. Not saying that, but we can at least be respective to each other's feelings. I just don't see what the big. I don't get it. Now me, but I have been around a lot of gay men. Okay, so honey, with the makeup and all of that, I've been around a whole lot of gay men, so that may be it. You understand? And I told one guy, I was like, he was like, yeah, they're just not want to be friends with me. And I'm like, why do they worry about who you sleep with? You're a good person. If they can't see it, they can kick rocks. You're not coming on to them, but they see you're a gay male. Oh well, they're not worth your friendship. You gotta pretend. Nah. So this here, I'm gonna say, with the trajectory of the relationships in our community, he ought to be hella happy because once now we don't have to worry about a fatherless home, or guess what, being scammed by some man presenting himself to be such a wonderful, caring man. And oh yeah, baby, if you get pregnant, trust me, I got you. I love you, woman. I got you. You ain't got to. I'm gonna marry you. How many women done heard that? And if you look around, let's be honest, I would say about 80% of them ain't even worth marrying. Not if you got to carry them. Think about it. 84% of the black women are either co-breadwinners or the breadwinners in a relationship. Hey, you ought to be happy. Should have to deal with a Dusty. There can be Dustiness too, but let's be real. She won't fall prey to a man who does nothing but wrong, and all he can give you is the gift of a fatherless home. So, it's enough. This relationship is not just fractured, man. I mean, it's like it's like saying, oh, here's a little fracture in the road or a little crack. This relationship, I'm going to go from what I've seen, I'm going to label this as a sinkhole, like the house on top of a sinkhole. Good luck getting out. So let's go ahead and play this, and then we're going to have his reaction to it. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Unbelievable.
I have male friends. I have platonic relationships. I am not straight. I am a lesbian. Like, I'm labeling myself. I am a lesbian. I want a girlfriend. That's it. I do not talk.
So she's made her point real clear. Okay? She has made her point real clear. Now, obviously he's been made aware of this, and I don't, it may be best to call.
I understand that you have been drafted into the Rainbow Army. I don't agree with that at all, but I love you as my child. It will not affect our relationship. but do not ever ask me to co-sign or support something that I am vehemently against. I will not walk you down the aisle if you're marrying a woman. Let me say that one more time. I will not walk you down the aisle if you're marrying a woman, nor will your wife be allowed in my house.
What?
You will be allowed in my house. Your wife will not, because I do not support that lifestyle. I love all African people. I love you as my child. I love all African people. I love you as my child, but I will not co-sign that. Mama Smurf, I can't believe you let our daughter get caught up in that nonsense. Mama Smurf, I cannot believe you allowed our daughter to get caught up in this nonsense. You should have gave me my baby. I'm talking to Mama Smurf. I understand that you have been drafted into the Rainbow Army.
Where's the draft? We all signed up for it. I just think, out of having, again, I've been around that environment. But before they were saying the LGBTQ community, people are born, I think that that's just there. They feel that way at a young age. That's my understanding. And I'm going to trust the ones that I know. So how the heck you come up, you think she been drafted like they showed up at the front door? We are here for the LGBTQ community, What are you talking about? And this is unbelievable. What not to do, especially coming from an estranged parent.
Understand that you have been drafted into the Rainbow Army. I don't agree with that at all, but I love you as my child. It will not affect our relationship.
Now, he said it will not affect, I love you as my child. It will not affect our relationship. So how are you going to have a relationship if she does meet someone, a female, and they're in a good relationship? Oh, hey, we're at my dad's right now, but you got to stay in the car. You don't think that's going to, first of all, the relationship that they have is not positive at all. This is not, it might be a typical relationship in our community, the estrangement, and I know it's in all races, white men do it too, but I'm talking about this group right here, this right here leading the pack. But somebody took you out the home. Yeah, sure. That's what some of them say. So I cannot accept your lifestyle. Nobody asked you to live it. They didn't ask you to throw a rainbow party. So you're saying it won't affect the relationship, but if she does meet someone, the person can't come into the home. What are they gonna do? We all share oxygen. Are they gonna, like, I don't know, mess up the oxygen in the room, bring a storm cloud? What? You gotta be kidding me. A human being of her choosing for a partner in life will not be welcome in the home. What could the person do that's going to harm you? Do you know how this sounds?
Oh, but I love you as my child. It will not affect our relationship, but do not ever ask me to co-sign or support something that I am vehemently against. I will not walk you down the aisle if you're marrying a woman.
Sir, it's not, Dr. Umar, it's not about you. It's not. I will not walk you down the aisle if you're marrying a woman. Well, I'm not the Christian one, but isn't there a verse that says if a man does not provide for his own house, he's an infidel? And guess what? Providing means more than just, putting food on the table or writing a child support check. A parent also needs to provide the ability to be there physically and emotionally for their child, to provide guidance. Should be there for a shoulder to cry on. So she gets married to a woman. He is not gonna. He refused to walk it down the aisle, and I think one part I will say, I doubt that that will be an issue because she's probably more inclined to ask her stepfather, who was obviously there in her life. So she's probably more inclined to probably give that role to the stepfather. So I don't think she'll become calling. But the idea, did you have to come out with this? And the communication seems to be relegated to social media because she said in her interview with Cynthia G that the meeting was supposed to take place. She said it didn't, and obviously not to her doing.
will not walk you down the aisle if you're marrying a woman. Let me say that one more time. I will not walk you down the aisle if you're marrying a woman, nor will your wife be allowed in my house.
What is she going to do? We let Pookie and Ray Ray in every day. We will let a man that creates different fatherless homes, he can come in. But a person's sexual orientation, what, can't come in the home. Wow.
You will be allowed in my house. Your wife will not, because I do not support that lifestyle. I love all African people. I love you as my child. I love all African people. I love you as my child, but I will not co-sign that. Mama Smurf, I can't believe you let our daughter get caught up in that nonsense.
Whoa. So, person, you're blaming the mother for getting caught up in the nonsense, and the nonsense, that's that person's orientation. That's what who the person is. That's part of their identity. You're blaming the mother? Heck, the girl might have saw so much dysfunction going on, and maybe I'm not. I mean, I doubt it, but probably like, oh man, I sure don't want to deal with these men. Look what Mama went through.
Smurf, I can't believe you let our daughter get caught up in that nonsense. Mama Smurf, I cannot believe you allowed our daughter to get caught up in this nonsense.
You're blaming the mother again. First, he was trapped from a one night stand, and now the mother allowed her to get caught up in this nonsense, which is her choice. That's how she feels, and it's nonsense. So if the daughter's G.A.Y, gay, you're saying it's nonsense? Huh. And blaming the mother again.
You should have gave me my baby. I'm talking to
You should have gave me my baby. You said you got some white man papers. So did you not fight for custody? The girl said that she was on the Cynthia G interview that she was waiting, and just like one time, you stopped coming. That's what she said. And she was around 10. You should have gave me my baby. The woman that's going to just let somebody just take her child. That woman's going to just, that loves her child. Oh, here you go. What would I wonder, what would he have done if the mother had given him the child? Would you have been able to go to school and do your career? Would you be able to travel now? I mean, he was in Sweden a few, days ago, last week or so? Are we really serious? You want to, we cannot blame the mother because the child is gay. People are who they are.
Mama Smurf, I can't believe you let our daughter get caught up in that nonsense. Mama Smurf, I cannot believe you allowed our daughter to get caught up in this nonsense. You should have gave me my baby.
What were they going to do? Pray to get away? We're going to pray it away, y'all. Oh, Lord. You got to be kidding me. Seriously, what were we going to do? You should have gave me my daughter. The young lady, people are who they are. That's my belief.
Mama Smurf, I cannot believe you allowed our daughter to get caught up in this nonsense. You should have gave me my baby. I'm talking to Mama Smurf.
Sounds crazy.
I understand that you have been drafted into the Rainbow Army. I don't agree with that at all. But
you don't have to, because it is not your life. You don't have to. This is your child, for crying out loud. You don't have to agree. This is your child. and the girl get married to it, he not gonna walk you down the aisle. Is this a conditional love thing? And I'm sorry, given what has happened, what we're seeing transpire across the internet, he's not in a position to make any demands.
I love you as my child. It will not affect our relationship, but do not ever ask me to co sign or support something that I am vehemently against. I will not walk you down the aisle if you're marrying a woman. Let me say that one more time. I will not walk you down the aisle if you're marrying a woman, nor will your wife be allowed in my house. You will be allowed in my house. Your wife will not, because I do not support that lifestyle. I love all African people. I love you as my child. I love all African people. I love you as my child, but I will not co sign that. Mama Smurf, I can't believe you let our daughter get caught up in that nonsense. Mama Smurf, I cannot believe you allowed our daughter to get caught up in this nonsense. You should have gave me my baby. I'm talking to Mama Smurf. I
I,
understand that you have been drafted into the rain.
I can't believe you. I cannot. He's educated us. I cannot believe you. This is damaging, and I feel it's damaging on so many levels. You blaming and calling a lady Mama Smur. I don't think you guys are at the level to really have little cute pet names. You know, maybe it's meant to be insulting, but I don't think you're there yet. What do y'all think? I just don't think he's in a position to try to come with demands. This needs some healing. This is not the way to go about it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. I was really surprised that he would say this and on the internet. The Rainbow Army? And you're blaming the mother? Wow. But what blame or responsibility does Dr. Umar hold for himself? It sounds like you're blaming the mother based on a statement that she's gay, and then you were trapped. Out of all the education, this to me is displaying weakness. It's embarrassing because the most educated and all that, we're still having issues with the men and the kids, taking care of the kids, being there for the kids. That's what it shows me. No matter what the educational level, there's going to be a problem. Even when they're well to the athletes, there's going to be a problem with the men with regard to raising the kids. And the fact that it's the mama's fault, that's just not going to work. It's not going to work anymore. Anyway, let me know what you all think. Wow. We're going to have to, I think I'm going to start doing a series called The Umar Files, and I'm out.